For the first month, Dhruva Maharaj austerities are going down. Dhruva Maharaj ate only fruits and berries on every third day to keep the body and soul together. In this way, you have progress in the worship Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the list of austerity Dhruva Maharaj performing. And this is the fruit which is mentioned here was kapita. Kapita, badarashanaha. Prabhupada says this fruit is generally, human beings don't eat, it's generally eaten by monkeys, but shows that he was austere. And there is the principle taken for us. The Dhruva Maharaj accepts such fruits not for luxurious feasting, but just to keep the body and soul together. Just eating something to keep the body and soul together. Many of us cross 50 years now. That just should become the principle. Anyway, we have grown so much now. That dish I want to eat, that dish I want to eat. Doesn't matter. Eat something to just fill your belly. The body needs food, but a devotee should not accept food to satisfy the tongue in a sense gratification. Not that I want to eat that rasmalai, and I want to eat that gulab jamun, I want to eat that, I want to eat that. Some people, that's the only thing they do in a day. Get up and run around way to satisfy their tongue, and then after that, tongue is satisfied, take some rest, and then now where do I satisfy my genitals? A person who's whole day running around to satisfy his tongue and genital, that's a common man. It's really difficult for him to advance spiritually. Okay, so we should come out of that mentality. Eat something to fill the belly. Body needs food. Devotee should not accept food to satisfy tongue and sense gratification. Take as much food necessary to keep the body fit, not more. That is called ati ahara. We should not do. Dhruva Maharaj and Acharya, by undergoing severe austerities, penance teaches how to execute devotional service to take care of the principle. Very beautiful instruction, Srila Prabhupada. We should always remember to become a bona fide devotee to the Lord is not easy task. To become pure devotee is not an easy task. But in this age, by the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, it has been made very easy. By mercy of Lord Chaitanya, it has become very easy. Otherwise, it's not easy. But if you do not follow even that liberal instruction, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how can you expect to discharge your devotional service? So, what you will do, even the very liberal. Now, what are the liberal instructions? So Prabhupada is saying we cannot follow Dhruva Maharaj in his austerity. Now, with the austerities will come, you will get frightened if you see his austerity. But the principles should be followed. What is the principle? Do not the regulative principle, do not disregard the regulative principle given by the Acharya. Don't do that. If you follow that, it will become very easy. So as far as ISKCON movement is concerned, as Srila Prabhupada Acharya, what are his orders? 4 regulative principles: intoxication, gambling, illicit sex, and meat. Don't do these 4 bad things and chant the 16 rounds. Okay? And instead of luxurious eating, simply accept a prasadam offered to the Lord. No, I have to eat that pizza. No, I have to eat the pasta. Are Baba, eat simple prasadam offered to the Lord. Be happy and chant the names of God. Now, it's that we are fasting, so that the Lord should also fast. No, not that principle. Particularly in the temple, the Lord has a luxurious feasting. But devotees should take simple prasadam. This luxurious feasting generally given to the new visitors and guests. Okay, just like in a temple, rabadi is there. Every day morning you offer. So I tell brahmacharis, don't touch it. Don't touch it. That is for the guests. So we don't eat luxurious, we should simple. As far as possible, we should accept simple foods just to keep the body and soul together to execute devotional service. It is our duty to remember always that in comparison to Dhruva Maharaj, we are insignificant. We cannot do anything like what Dhruva Maharaj did for self-realization because we are absolutely incompetent to execute such service. But by Lord Chaitanya mercy, we given all concessions possible in this age. And if you neglect even these prescribed duties, okay, we will not be successful in the mission we are taking. What is the mission we are taking? To go back home, back to God. So it's a duty to follow the footsteps of the sea. It doesn't have, can you go, who will allow you to leave your home, sit in the forest like Dhruva Maharaj? Nobody will allow you. So anyway, it's not practical also. Okay. So, but stay with the family, yes, you can do that. There's a concession of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Due to follow the footsteps of Dhruva Maharaj, who is very determined. We should also be determined to finish our duties and execute devotional service. In this life, we should not wait for another life to finish our job because they don't guarantee what we do. Next life, what do you do? There is no guarantee. So many people are born to pious families, but next life do not take advantage of that. In the second month, Dhruva Maharaj ate only every 6 days. Shate, arbako dine, trinapanabhi shidai, Kritanno Abhyacharan Vibhum. Ate only once every 6 days. Abha. If we have to eat once a day, that's also we get disturbed. Once in 6 days, we will die. For the eatable, took only dry grass and leaves, some leaves and dry grass. Does he continue to worship? Are you ready for that? Now. Titiyam cha nayanmasam navame ahani avabhaksha uttama shlokam upadhavat samadhina. In the third month, he drank water only every 9 days. Opa. Can you do that? Thus he remained completely in trance and worshipped Supreme Personality God, adored by select. He became basically in samadhi on the Lord. So some siddhis he shows now, which is in the fourth month, Dhruva Maharaj became a complete master of the breathing exercise. He inhaled air only once, only every 12th day. In this way, he became completely fixed in a position of worship the Supreme Personality God, totally absorbed in Krishna, samadhi. By the fifth month, Dhruva Maharaj, son of the king, had controlled his breathing so perfectly, he was able to stand on only one leg. And just as a column stands without motion, he concentrated his mind fully on Parabrahma. He became totally on samadhi on the Lord. Now some things are happening. Sarvato mana akrishya hridi bhute indriya swayam dhyayam bhagavato rupam nadashrit kinchana param. He completely controlled his sense of objects, and this way he fixed his mind without diversion to anything else upon the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he has come in this position. The yogic principle of meditation are clearly explained here. One has to fix one's mind upon the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead without diversion to any other objective. It is not that one can meditate and consider an impersonal object, right? It is simply a waste of time. Don't focus on impersonal, you focus on the Supreme God, upon the form of the Supreme Bhagavataha. Bhagavataha Rupam. Doesn't say impersonal, light, candle, circle, point. No. Bhagavataha. Can you see that above? Dhyayam Bhagavata Rupam. The form of the Supreme Personality of God. I try to do anything else what is more nowadays popular in so-called yoga societies and those so-called, silly spiritual organizations, a waste of time. When Dhruva has captured the